Hey people, it is Thursday the 18th of September. It's currently 3:32 in the afternoon and a very hot 29 Celsius, feeling more like 34 Celsius with the humidex. Summer is refusing to release its grip on Toronto. All in all, a very beautiful day though here in downtown, and I'm heading along Dundas Street. Currently on the east side, but we're heading west towards Yonge Street. Actually, I'm heading to the Eaton Center because today, I believe, the new Simon store has opened at the Eaton Center. This has been a long-awaited new addition to the mall since the Nordstrom store closed down recently. The Simon store is opening in the same space as the former Nordstrom, and of course before Nordstrom there was a Sears, and before Sears there was an Eaton's. So let's see how this latest new department store at the Eaton Center does for itself. Hopefully it is a major success. This is actually the second Simon's to open in the city of Toronto. The first one opened just over a month ago at Yorkdale, and I did a video of that store on opening day, actually. So I was sure to keep an eye out for when this new Eaton Center store was going to be opening, because I wanted to definitely head down and do a similar video. And I think it just opened without any fanfare. Maybe they had a bit of a ceremony unveiling the curtains and that sort of thing, similar to what they did at Yorkdale. So it's just a short walk over to the Eaton Center. Taking some of the Dundas Street East vibes here. At Yonge-Dundas and Mutual. We're heading to Yonge. These traffic lights are a recent addition, and they've been annoying me ever since they were activated. If I'm not mistaken, there's an entrance into the Simon store directly from the sidewalk on Yonge Street. Of course, you can also enter the store from within the mall. There's lots going on here in downtown. Church Street. It's the Osmo Pocket 3.
Pocket 3?
Yeah.
I just seen the Mini 5 drone. I have a 4, but I just bought the 4.
Oh, okay, nice. Nice.
I have the 5 coming. But I gotta try the 360.
I haven't tried that, but this is a big upgrade from the last Osmo Pocket anyway. Yeah.
Cool, man. They're fun. I love playing with them.
Yeah, me too. Just discussing my camera. Yeah, the heat is really kicking in here. It did cool down recently for a little while, but I knew eventually the summer heat would have one last hurrah, as it usually does every year. All right, Yonge-Dundas is right up ahead.
We're looking for like a proper sit down, like we were already smiling, we were laughing. Because we were laughing with each other.
At Victoria. Yeah, looking forward to getting inside the store just to get out of the heat already. It's a way to access Dundas subway station. It's actually an entrance to the station from all four corners of Yonge and Dundas. Looks like I missed the scramble. Even when you have time maybe to get across looking at the countdown, you'll find that so many people are blocking your way that you can't make it after all. Unless you just mow into people.
Unfortunately not. You okay?
All right, so here is the Eaton Center. You can enter the mall here, but I'm going to head down to that street fronting entrance I mentioned. Now open. It's funny, I didn't hear any prior announcement that the store would be opening today. It just sort of happened. I guess that's what you call a soft opening. Let's take a quick look around Yonge-Dundas. Yeah, there's somebody else making a video. I think he's live streaming on TikTok or Kick. He has his phone oriented vertically. Alright, so here's the entrance I was talking about. See, they have lots of signage all over the place. Got signage up there, signage up there, signage here, signage up there. You can't miss it. They did a great job with the facade, I think. The facade looks really good. Better than when it was Nordstrom, I would say. All right, let's head in before I get a copyright claim from that music across the street. We have arrived. So I'm just going to do a walkthrough similar to how I did it at the Yorkdale location. I think there's 112,000 square feet here across 3 levels, I believe. So pretty sizable. I think it's bigger maybe than the Yorkdale location. I'm not sure. I think it has one more level anyway than the Yorkdale location. Unfortunately, there's really loud copyright music in here.
Be real? I swear,
so there's a way to get out into the mall. The Yorkdale store just had sort of elevator type music playing in the background. I think I preferred that. Maybe they think because it's downtown we have to have more of like a nightclub atmosphere or something. I prefer the elevator music. Looks like I've entered a little mini store within a store. And the Simons Company was founded way back in 1840 in Quebec, as I mentioned. But it wasn't until 2012 that they opened their first store outside of Quebec. And that was at the West Edmonton Mall. But then after that, they started opening stores in various cities across Canada. The first store in the Greater Toronto area actually opened at Square One in Mississauga quite a few years back, but they held off on they held off on opening any stores in the city of Toronto. And now we have 2 all of a sudden here in the space of like a month or so. Maybe I'll step out into the mall for a second and we'll just check out what the entrance looks like. Then I'll head back in and we'll explore more of the store.
There we go.
Maybe we'll head up to the second level. Back into the nightclub here. It seems though with every new department store that opens in this spot, the square footage gets smaller every time. Going back to the days when it was an Eaton's store located in this spot, I think that store was around 1 million square feet. And somehow we've ended up with a store about 1/10 the size of the old Eaton store, but still a sizable retail space, I guess, in this day and age. Department stores are obviously just not what they used to be. Most major cities don't even have a single department store left in their downtowns these days. Toronto even just lost 2 recently with the closure of the Hudson's Bay Company and the Saks Fifth Avenue, which are actually connected to the mall. Looks like I found the women's undergarment section. And I found a doofus in a mirror. But up at the other end of downtown at Bloor Street, we do have the Holt Renfrew store, which is a upscale department store. At least that's still hanging on. And apparently this has some very high-end items up for sale as well. After my Yorkdale video, some people in the comments informed me that some of the things here can be extremely expensive, similar to what you would see at the old Hudson's Bay and Saks Fifth Avenue. Even though it's not really apparent at first glance when you're walking around inside the store. $130. I looked at some prices in the other video I did at Yorkdale. So I'm not quite as curious this time as I was at that time. I did see some coats and things like that in the other store going for like $700-800, I remember. But I thought most of the stuff was pretty reasonably priced. Remember, somebody wanted to see socks in the other video. Got some $29 for these socks. Just take a little scan here. $79 for these jackets here. Let's see something a little more heavy. $180 for sort of like a puffy coat. I think I remember seeing jeans at the other store for like $70, $80 and up to like $120, $130. We're doing Ring Around the Rosie here. I'll go up to the 3rd level. Oh, look at this little women's wear, level 1, level 2, level 3, menswear. Sorry. Home fashion, streetwear, accessories. As I mentioned before, this is not like a full-service department store like the Hudson's Bay Company or the Eatons back in the day, or even like the big Sears store that was here. It's definitely heavily apparel oriented here. Maybe a little bit of housewares and that sort of thing, accessories. I just don't think that model is sustainable anymore. You have stores like Harrods in London, which are sort of like the old school, massive department stores of old, but that store is pretty much a tourist attraction. People flock there. Same with the big Macy's in Manhattan. It's just so famous by name. We never really had anything like that in Canada. People didn't go to the Hudson's Bay store just because it was famous and they saw it in the movies or anything like that. It was just a store. I did do a video of the closing of the Hudson's Bay store here, the one on Queen Street, the flagship. I did a walkthrough. I did a few videos actually as it was preparing to close. And then on the final day that it was open, I went in and did a thorough walkthrough when it was pretty much cleared right out. Everything was for sale, fixtures, everything, mannequins. So that video is on the channel.
All the way up to a really delicate fabric.
There we got housewares here. Giving the HomeSense across the street a little bit of competition. But I think the prices here are quite a bit higher than at HomeSense for similar items. $9.50. $35. I guess that's not so bad. jewelry. $515. Some shades. $125.
We're talking to the boss right now.
What's this thing going for? $849. Is that faux fur? That's the most expensive thing I've seen yet. Even at the other store too. I don't think I saw anything quite that expensive. Ties. It is looking fairly high-end here in this part of the store. Some shirts, $79, $59, $89. Nothing over $100 anyway. Oh, here they are, $99, $125, there we go. Breaking the $100 barrier. Lots of ties. Looks like the nightclub music is giving me a break here for a minute. Let's see a price on that coat. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. I mean, definitely some nice stuff here for sure. I'm not like a shopper or a clothes hound by any means, but I like what I'm seeing here. $125. $150. $725. $300 for these. This uppermost floor seems to be the biggest here in square footage. There's also a new Italy location opening here. I think next door to the Simons, and another Nike store also is opening. There's currently an Italy up on Bloor Street by that Holt Renfrew I mentioned. It's a very upscale shopping area. Toronto's luxury shopping district along Bloor Street in the Mink Mile. Yonge-Dundas here is definitely not upscale or luxury in any way, but the Eaton Centre Mall itself does have a fair number of high-end retailers. Has a little bit of everything, really. Can't really pigeonhole the Eaton Centre. It's just a big, busy mall that has a little bit of everything. $1,700. We have a winner. We have a winner. $1,700. Well, we have a new winner, folks. $4,100. $1,200. Yeah, I found the expensive shoe section. I don't think we'll see anything more expensive than that boot right there. I might be wrong.
Slowly in.
These ones are cheap here by comparison. $2.99. La Maison Simons. That's how they pronounce it in Quebec. Maybe not just like that, since I can't really pronounce French that well. Well, I wanted to see something really expensive, and I think I accomplished that. All right, we're going to head back down. Maybe I'll just step out into the mall again. And we'll get a look at the store from afar. All the finishings here, I think, seem to be a bit more, just a bit of a step above, I think, at the Yorkdale location, which is strange. Maybe I'm wrong. But the Yorkdale location is in a very high-end mall, much more so than the Eaton Center. It's a true luxury mall up at Yorkdale.
I don't want to.
All right, we're going to head out. I'll just take us south through the mall, and then we'll turn around and take a look at the store. Try to get a good thumbnail or something.
How many choices?
There we go, there's the big sign. So it was the new Eaton Center Simons. I think after I end the video, I'm going to go in and buy that pair of boots. Can't pass up a bargain like that. 4,100 bucks. This is the most high-end floor of the Eaton Center here, the uppermost floor. But I am going to start to wrap up the walk. I hope you enjoyed the walk along Dundas Street heading towards the Eaton Center. Check out the new Simon store on opening day. Hopefully I showed you what you were hoping to see and I didn't miss out on anything important. But leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also make sure you hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store, and you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member, or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back, because, as always, I will continue.